We've covered book 1 now. Now we're moving to book 2. And here we're going to discuss the preface, the beginning, the part just before we actually get into book 2. Remember me saying that we were going to talk about the difference between man the monkey and man with the soul attached, and which was kind of where book 2 came from, or the number 2 for the book. The first book was the book of creation, which is 1, the number 1, and then the second book was the book of kind of man, if you want to look at it that way, and that was number 2. And the reason it was number 2 was because there's two things. There's man, the monkey, and we're going to try to delineate what it is that is the monkey part, and then the man with the soul, and we're going to try to delineate what part of man is soul. And when you get to understanding that there's two different things functioning, sometimes one, sometimes the other, sometimes both at the same time, then you realize that that maybe you really need to know which one's functioning when, so you know, like who's running the boat or who's got control of the helm or something like that. So that's what we've discussed before. Now I'm going to read what they gave me as a preface before chapter 2. And they say, "We have brought the soul to earth and put it in a monkey called man. We have reviewed that man's life, death, journey through the spheres of influence, and rebirth. We have explored the path that man takes to gain freedom from the earth's tremendous pull. We have even questioned why it is so hard to find the path and why it might not be so freely known. Now it is time to examine this man, monkey, you use as a vehicle a little more closely. We need to know the difference between man and the rest of the animals of earth. We need to determine what part of the influence on us comes from the urging of the monkey and what part is the influence from the other sources caused by the facts that we have a soul. Were that understood, man would better understand his role in this dance we call life. What part of our activity is monkey motivated? What part comes from the nudges of the persona? And are the laws of karma in operation at this point in time? Wouldn't our lessons be easier to see if we knew at any point in time just what was in control? Wouldn't our lessons be easier to learn if we knew they were lessons rather than just monkey rebelling a little bit? Just as the understanding of this concept would make our life easier, so does the lack of understanding cause so many conflicts. The conflicts have grown to battle proportions in the recent past. We have seen the hippie movement of the 60s and the ecology movement of the 70s and on. We do not understand what they really are. We do not understand what the true battle is all about. It is not the corporations against Earth, nor the unsettled youth against the material old, not jobs against the destruction of the Earth, nor progress against the quality of life. The struggle is the monkey trying to be a monkey in a monkey world, clean, balanced, natural, and simple, while the laws of the new system are trying to bring quite a different process into play. The soul's awareness is lost in the sensations of the earth. The awareness is caught up in the persona of the monkey man, where it has lost its identity and is stuck. The combination of the persona and the monkey is, at this point in time, trying to gain and hold the most or finest sensations. And they kind of put as a footnote here, becoming a god being the highest sensation, of course. Karma and the new system would have that combination learn its way out of this earth influence, free, unencumbered, leaving the meek monkey to inherit the earth. So here they're saying kind of what I said before, except that they discuss the conflict. And when I first read the conflict part of it, I thought, that doesn't cover it all. That doesn't cover the conflicts that we have on this earth. That actually doesn't even hardly answer to some of the things that I've seen. And as I've gone along, I began to realize, a lot of it is. In fact, maybe all of it is. Maybe all of it is just exactly that. It's not the materialism against, independence or freedom or non-materialism. It's not ecology against keeping jobs. It's not the material old against the want to give everything away youth and that sort of thing. It's actually the monkey wanting desperately to have a balanced, safe, monkey, simple, back to the basics world versus the maybe say those who understand that it isn't just a monkey world anymore. There's more to it. There's karma. There's a reason why the soul is attached to the monkey, and those reasonings are going to cause conflicts that you wouldn't get if it was just a monkey. So they're saying in the new system, with the soul attached to the monkey, there's quite a different system going on, and you're not aware of it. So you're not taking into account that. That's kind of what they're saying, is that we don't take into account the fact that there's another system going on here. There's another end in view. There's another reason for doing things. And maybe the balanced, safe, comfortable monkey world isn't the end-all of what's going on here. And that's kind of what they point out. And then they also say that the soul's awareness is lost in the sensations of earth, and that awareness is in this monkey man where it's stuck. And at this point in time, with this lack of understanding, we have this persona, combination monkey persona, as it were, trying to gain and hold the most or the finest sensations. And they, of course, point right to the heart of the matter, saying becoming a god. See, that monkey persona combination, wanting to become a god, would be the highest sensation, of course. And they're trying to gain and hold the most or the finest sensations. So they're trying to become a god, or failing that, to have the finest sensations. And that's what the highest that the monkey persona, that combination, is looking toward today, because they do not understand that something else is going on here. So then they go on and they say, there it is then, the monkey trying to be a monkey in a monkey world, and the trapped awareness struggling to gather sensations regardless of the consequences to earth. The two don't mix. Those that are trying to go back to the land and be one with nature are wrong in their attempt, of course, because they're not monkeys anymore. Those who are seeking sensations are wrong also, but then we know that. The truth is that we are guests on this planet, and the earth will be kept in balance with our help or without it. Ecologically speaking, if we take care of our planet, we may live here in relative peace and prosperity without world conflagration. If we ignore our planet and go on with our acquiring, grasping, and clawing for more, we'll pay the price in suffering. Our choice. The earth does not care about our desires. The earth does not care if the monkey is removed. Balance and the continuation of Father's plan are the only considerations. So, here we are struggling with choices. Will we deal with karma and our redemption, or will we continue to play for the chance to be a god? And if that isn't enough, we have to be worried about the planet and what might happen to us if the earth begins corrective measures. The task then is to look at this man as seen here and get a clearer idea of what he really is. With that understanding, we will be more able to view from above the storms of the present-day opinion and philosophy, the pressure and the conflicts, knowing them for what they really are. A view from the second bridge, then, as we begin the first step in the task of changing the world of man to conform more closely to the truth of what man truly is. And so there ends the first part of the preface just before Book 2. And again, they say practically the same thing that we were saying before, that man has a decision to make, has a choice to make. but he needs to see clearly what it is that the choice is, because at this point in time, man's a lot of times making a choice between $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year and no money because of the ecology problem, and that isn't much of a choice, and doesn't see the bigger picture. He's making a choice between the new promotion, the new garage, the new car, the new this or the new that, and taking care of the planet, and that isn't much of a choice. He isn't seeing the big picture.